Welcome and thank you for joining us. I'm Sharon Grimm with SendOutCards. I've been with SendOutCards for 5 years. And today we're going to be talking about relationship marketing. Hats off to the grads. And with me is my co-host,
Carol Ward. I also am a senior manager with SendOutCards, and I've been in SendOutCards for 5 years next month. Pretty freaking exciting. I just want to tell you that today's guest speaker is going to be pretty exciting for you. You are going to learn a whole lot about some pretty good everyday cards that need to be taken care of. And our guest speaker is the one and only Miss Sharon Grimm. So I'll be giving you a little bit more background on her before she gets into it. But for now, we're actually going to talk about SendOutCards and what that means to you, how it works and what it's about, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's what the tool that we use for relationship marketing. And then right at the halfway mark, we're going to stop and we're going to have Sharon tell us how she's put this into action to be able to deal with the grads.
That's right.
Right?
Awesome.
So with that, we're going to get going right now. You ready?
Yes, we are.
Awesome.
So the information, like Carol said, that we're going to share with you is very exciting. We're so excited. In fact, it's pretty much transformed our lives, and we're excited to share it with you. So SendOutCards is making a positive impact on the world, worldwide, internationally. And like we said, we're super excited to be here, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about that.
Oh, absolutely. Let me give you a little background on SendOutCards. They've been around since 2003, and our worldwide headquarters are located in Salt Lake City, Utah. We are a member of the DSA, which is our Direct Sellers Association. It's an organization that governs our type of business. And Cody Bateman, way back when, wanted to take that greeting card and gifting industry from an offline brick and mortar foundation to an online click and order foundation. So just like Amazon did for books, Netflix did for movies, and iTunes did for music, he wanted to collapse the inefficiencies in that marketplace because these three companies alone have made our lives easier. Do you realize that Amazon is like my go-to and probably everybody else I know for just about everything? If I want to find it and find what the pricing is out there for it, I'm going to go to Amazon first. And then Netflix, well, binge watching. You've heard that term, right? That term didn't exist before Netflix. Because of the way that we can now watch things and stream them nonstop, people are binge watching TV series and movie series. And it's just a new way of life, a new way of watching all of those things. iTunes, well, they're pretty much the master of music. And that's how we actually go about doing our downloading our music instead of going to the store. And I keep looking like this because, believe it or not, Amazon just arrived at my door again. So, like I said, that's where I get everything from. And these three companies have done things in the industry just like we're trying to do in SendOutCards.
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
Absolutely. SendOutCards is doing this exact same thing, like Carol said, in the greeting card and gifting industry. And today, from the comfort of your home, your office, or perhaps even on the beach, in your beach chair, you can send a card. And SendOutCards will print it, stuff it, stamp it, and mail it for you. How cool is that?
That is absolutely fabulous. That's why I got into this whole thing. So, did you realize that this is just another evolution in the whole digital revolution? You know why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because just like the largest taxi company owns no taxis,
Uber,
and the largest telecom company owns no lines.
Skype,
Definitely. The largest media owner creates no content.
Facebook.
You and I do that every day. And the largest movie house, they don't own the cinemas.
Netflix.
Well, the largest software vendors don't create the apps.
Apple and Google.
And the soon-to-be largest greeting card and gifting company owns no store.
SendOutCards.
Pretty sweet, huh?
That's right. In
It's
fact,
just amazing.
SendOutCards is the best customer appreciation and retention program in the world. SendOutCards has sent over 140 million greeting cards and 7 million gifts over the past 13 years. In fact, we're the #1 user of the first class postage stamp.
Those are pretty amazing numbers.
Yeah.
I know that I do my part in sending those, especially the gifts. I send a few of those out on a regular basis. So, did you realize also that these cards and the little sending of the gifts can be made right on your computer?
That's right. Or on your phone.
Nice.
And it doesn't matter if you have an Android or an iPhone, the app can be loaded on either one and you can send cards from wherever you are, like the beach.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And we live in the world of instant gratification. Just like you're going to want to do all of these things on your phone with the cards, we do everything else there. So why not? You watch your movies, you read your books. I do my banking there, play games. Yeah, sometimes a little bit too much on that. But you know what? We even do business on our phone.
Absolutely. And did you know, I see you all went and did a little research. 80% of business follow-up has the need to say just 3 things. Thank you. It was great to meet you. And let's celebrate the possibilities of working together. That's why we put together this first impression kit, which has these 6 cards, which is the same 3 cards in 2 different colors, the pearl and satin black. And it's just exquisite. And Carol's going to show you how to send these.
Yeah,
So
I get to
easily.
play with technology.
Oh, absolutely.
So as you can see on your screen here, we have the app when it comes up on your phone. Down in the bottom of the app is a little button that you'll touch on, and that's our campaign button because we have made these into campaigns, which lets you put all the information in there and send it time after time after time. So we're just going to click on that and create the new possibilities in white. It's one of my favorites because I love new possibilities. The card pops right into your phone, and simply by swiping, you can now see the inside left of that. And you're going to put your picture right in there. You can either take it on the fly, pull one up from your phone, or pull one that you've already loaded to SendOutCards previously. By doing that, you just simply click it in, and look how well formatted it is. It's beautifully framed, and it just looks so professional. I love that look. And so do all my customers. Oh my Lord, it's amazing. So now you just swipe to the left again, and here's where we put in a pre-formatted message. Now this message may not be the one that you want, but we have given you some words to get started on. And you can customize it all that you want. Simply put in the message that makes the most sense for you and whoever you're sending it to, and voila. You can even change the color of the font. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And then you just swipe one more time, and we're looking at the back of the card now. This is where you personally brand yourself, your business, whatever it is that you're representing. So there are options to change this, but for right now, we're going to leave it with Cody's little logo there. And the next thing that we have to do is select somebody to send it to. So we're going to pick LJ, seeing as that's who we sent the message to on the inside. So it would be kind of making sense if we mailed it to LJ. Once we click on LJ, it just asks us to submit our order, and it's verifying how many points it's going to be and how much expense for the postage. Submit it, and this is what shows up in your mailbox. Isn't that amazing how beautiful that looks? Just imagine when your customer or your potential customer opens up their mail and sees a card like this. They're going to be pretty impressed with your quality of delivering.
I would say that's a lasting impression.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So as you know, these cards cost about $2 on this plan that we're about ready to share with you. On the preferred monthly package is $39 a month, gives you 100 points, and it has everything you need to send cards and gifts throughout the month. Or we have a couple other plans to offer. There's a $9.80 a month, which has less points, and the pay-as-you-go, which is 66 to 43 points per price per point, depending on how many points you buy. The more points you buy, the less you pay.
Cool.
So,
well, in addition to this, I think we've talked about first impressions. We've talked about the back of the card. So what we've done, those are additional tools that we've put together in what we call bundles. So I'm going to go over those bundles now. The first thing that I want to show you is that the marketing and the business bundle, both of those include that first impressions kit that we just looked at. Pretty sweet, huh?
mm-hmm.
Well, when you are talking with a representative from SendOutCards, you're going to want to know what is in those packages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the business bundle has everything you need to start your business using these on a regular basis. It has a multi-user account, which makes it unique. That's what some of your companies that have a couple of salespeople or many salespeople would definitely want to use, because it keeps that database private between them, but still has an administrator who can allocate out your marketing budget. Something else that we haven't talked about is this startup value campaign. That's pretty sweet too. So that's a new addition. And as you can see, that is a huge savings. Now, the marketing bundle, that's our sweet spot. So if you don't have salespeople or need that multi-user account, this one has all of the things that you need in it. And it takes no time at all to set up those campaigns and use them. So for $3.95, you would get all of the tools that are perfect for you to get going and make that first impression. Now, we have one other bundle. If your budget is an issue, you can do the personal bundle at $195, and that has some of the tools, just not all of them. So you'll just get back with whoever sent you here, and they'll help you decide which one is right for you, right?
Fabulous. Absolutely. So as you're looking over this, you may be thinking of other people that could use SendOutCards. And if that's the case, you should consider being a distributor. And it's just an additional $50 on top of whatever customer level you're at. And it's a $59 annual renewal fee. And that includes everything you need to get started, including your back office, the marketing website, training, and our phenomenal access to our customer support, which just is amazing. And if you add the $50 distributorship on top of either the marketing bundle or the business bundle, now you're going to receive the distributor follow-up campaign for free. And we'll kind of show you what that is on the next slide.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is something that they just released a couple of weeks ago, and it is beautiful. Now, this follow-up campaign is for both customers and distributors. So if you have just signed up a distributor and you would like to send something to them, this is just a closer look at it. It's a 4-touch campaign that goes out over I think it's a 7 or 10 day period. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of timed out to keep your team member in the game and keep them going. And then we also have a very similar campaign that's set up for customers. So regardless of whether you're signing up customers or vendors, we have this pre-made campaign that's just going to make it so much easier for you to reach out to them and show them that you're there for them. Isn't that awesome?
It is.
I mean, it's $100 value, and it comes with your distributorship, like Sharon said, as long as you purchase a marketing bundle or a business bundle when you sign up.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
So it's whoever sent you here today, you have 4 ways to get started. Either 1, you're a customer, 2, referral partner, 3, you just want to earn money part-time on the side, or 4, you want to replace your current income. So those are your options of ways to get started generally.
Pretty nice.
can, for every, oh, okay. So new slides. For
Yes.
every market, so we'll just go over how much money you'd make as
Right.
you sell the bundles. So for each marketing bundle that you sell, you can make up to $335 immediately. And for each marketing bundle sold in your downline, you can earn up to $195. You just double those values for the business bundle and have them for the personal bundle.
Nice.
There's another way.
There is. I'm going to give you the residual income overview. And residual income is that check that you get every month because of the continued usage that your customers have and your distributors. So this all depends on how big your team is and how many customers you have. Your direct sponsored customers, you'll receive 20%. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And for your distributors, depending on what level you're at, you'll start receiving 2% of all of their volume. And as you add people to your organization and they add to theirs and they add to theirs, if everyone just added 3 people, when you hit 7 levels, that's 3,200 people in your organization. That's a lot of people to be earning just a little bit off of, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So your income residually will be whatever you determine based on how big your team is.
So true.
Pretty nice, huh?
Mm-hmm. So get started now. There's 4 types of people. You're 1 if you're a customer, if you want to be a customer. Number 2 is a referral partner, which means you're just going to send the names off to somebody else that's above you and they'll show the business. 3, earn money working part-time on the side. Or 4, you just want to go full-time, whatever that may be, and replace that current income. So
Sweet.
Again, just get back to whoever sent you here today.
Absolutely. And that right there is wrapping up our business presentation of SendOutCards. And we just wanted you to know that we are poised for massive growth right now. Millions of people will experience SendOutCards over the next few years. And you realize we will be a worldwide household name, right?
Absolutely.
So why don't you join us?
We'd love to have you with us. So again, thank you for watching. And now Carol's going to start off part 2.
Yes. So I have the distinct pleasure of introducing to you my good friend and business partner, Sharon Grimm. Sharon is from Hudson, Mass., where she's been for the last 13 years. She's happily married to her husband, Cliff. That's been about 23 years. And they have 2 sons that are both out of school and starting to live their adult life at this point. So it's pretty exciting. And Sharon holds a BS in mathematics from Framingham State, and she has a certificate in accounting from Bentley. Her previous jobs were a high school math teacher, an accounting assistant, and a stay-at-home mom for 11 years. She recently transitioned from Hudson Family Dental, where she was the director of marketing, and she transitioned into being in SendOutCards full time. Nice. Yes, she is definitely a number 4. For the past 5 years, she has advised forward thinkers on how to create wealth by mastering relationship marketing with the greeting card and gifting company, SendOutCards. Sharon is a senior manager, like we talked about before, and her big goal is to have 250 people in the room for the next New England SendOutCards showcase that's going to be held in Marlborough, Massachusetts on September 21st. So please mark your calendars. We want all of you to be there. It is going to be a phenomenal event, and you'll hear more about that later. Sharon's hobbies include hiking, jogging, meditation, and strength training. Our next Wonder Woman She definitely has that as a goal at this point. We did see that last week. Um, Sharon's burning desire is to take an Alaskan cruise and land trip with her husband, as well as some of her extended family in celebration of her 25th wedding anniversary. That's pretty cool. And she wanted you to know something about her that most people are not aware of. And that one fact today is that her and her husband, along with her business partner and her husband, oh, who would that be? I think that's me, have been invited to join our friends who are hot air balloon pilots and be a crew for them in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where the Hot Air Balloon Festival for North America will be taking place in October. So that's a really exciting event that we're going to be doing. Sharon's key to success is following up and never give up on a bad day. So with that, I'd love to present to you Sharon Grimm, my friend and senior manager in SendOutCards.
Thank you, Carol.
You're
That was
welcome.
awesome. It feels so important.
You are so important.
So, so we're here today to talk about
All about
grads, and it's kind of a special place because, as we just heard, I actually just had my youngest graduate, and my oldest has been graduate, and now he'll actually be graduating from college next year. So I just wanted to share how I use SendOutCards to celebrate not only my sons, but my friends' sons as I see things go across Facebook and stuff. So I wanted to share with you some of the cards that I've created over the years. The first one here is my son, my oldest son, when he graduated from high school. I made this invitation to his graduation party, just, you know, using his senior picture on the front, and the inside just collaging some of the, you know, as he was little and where he is today, and inviting them to our party at the house. And this allowed the grandparents, you know, to have a little memento, and the aunts and uncles, even if they couldn't come, they had some pictures of him celebrating his accomplishment. I mean, it's a really amazing thing, and you know which college he's going on to, and it's really exciting, and it's nice as a parent to have that too. So, and then, which was great because I imported all the addresses into the system to send this. He did a bang up job on the invitations and for the thank yous, which I'll show in a little bit. So that was in 2014, his invitation. So next, I believe,
after you have a few more years of experience.
Yeah. And SendOutCards adds on 2 more features. It's been fun. My son Austin just graduated this past June and had a little fun with some of the elements. I did some collaging with the new fonts and just had a great time doing his invitation, really gearing it personally to him. He's really into camo. So it was fun to really personalize his invitation, as well as the back of it. I was able to put his senior picture because 3 years earlier, he couldn't do that. So it was kind of fun to have this 4th side to play around with on a real personal development. And then this is a picture that grandparents and aunts and uncles can frame. Either one, the front or the back, whatever they want to do. So it was kind of neat. And I had a lot of fun playing with this. And then next, I think I have a thank you, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So this is a thank you my oldest son did, Cody, on his own to his grandmother, which is really cute because we took some of the photos from graduation ceremony and sent them to her. She wasn't there at the ceremony, so it was great for her to be part of it. And I love what he wrote in here, Carol. It's just so neat. It says, "Thank you so much for your generous graduation gift. I really appreciate it. Also, thank you for being a great grandma. After all, I wouldn't be able to tie my shoes if it wasn't for you."
Aw, that
Backstory.
is so cute.
When he was a toddler, we wore those little Velcro sneakers, and Grandma was the only one that could show him how to tie those shoes. So these are little things that it's just kind of neat to have the kids be able to send the cards because the addresses are in there, and it's on, you know, on the computer, so they're more apt to do it. It was fun to see what he wrote, so which is awesome. And then, let's see, we have
Then comes 2017.
2017 with my next son, Austin. We sent out, it's still in the process of sending out the thank you cards, but this is one of the first ones, was the lady that did his cake, which was camo cake. And you can see that in the upper part of that middle picture. He's very excited about his cake. He's really into camo. So we sent a nice little thank you card to her. She was actually away on a family vacation for the party. But, you know, we just let her have that as a memento. And it really was kind of special that we were able to do that for him. And she did a bang up job of it. And then next, I wanted to share, on the back of this one, of course, is his picture for a senior photo, because again, you can put the branding on the back of the cards now, and it's just a nice fun feature to have to really personalize the cards.
That's awesome. So because you had all the addresses in there for the party invitation, you could also just simply create the card and send it to those same people without the hassle of finding the addresses again.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Which is just so super easy. I love that feature.
That is awesome.
And then the next slide, I believe, is these proud moments of when you scroll through the Facebook feed and you see, remember I was a stay-at-home mom for 11 years. So there's a lot of people. I actually was in a mother support group, a national organization. We had a chapter. So I had been connected to these women through preschool and through mother's group for 11 years at staying home. We've developed some relationships. And then when we get older, you kind of all go off in your own ways. And I see these waves of these graduation photos come through. And this is one of my girlfriend's oldest daughter just graduated from college, which is just tremendous. And her other two daughters, the twins there, in the pictures, and I couldn't resist of this proud moment of her daughter graduating. And I just wanted to send it to her because, awesome. You know, who prints anything nowadays? So it was, and I had a great conversation with Gigi, and she was just like, it was so great to, you know, get this in print, and these are my favorite photos. And so it was fun to just kind of just celebrate with her these moments, which we're all kind of celebrating together. That's just
that is beautiful.
And then and I saw some other great pictures on Facebook, and this one was amazing to me. Now this friend of mine, her two sons literally, I believe, graduated. She was posting these pictures tandem, one from college and one from high school in the same time frame weekend, I think. And she had this great picture of the two of them when they were little. I couldn't resist. And I just put the class of 2017 in the front of the card. Inside of the card, here are the, you know, the proud family photos of the big day itself. That's and beautiful. I didn't even write anything on these cards. I literally just put the class of 2017 and just sent it off as just so that they could have it. And I got a really nice note back from Sue, just saying, you know, thank you. And I can't believe our kids, here it is. Sharon, it just opened up your lovely card. Thank you so much for your thoughtfulness. You're in my thoughts as we both face the graduation of our youngest children and the new normal that will follow. Just as we were warned, the years have passed in a flash. Enjoy your summer. And Mrs. Dona was the preschool teacher that warned us that. I mean, It's just amazing how time really does fly. So you can capture these moments and celebrate them together. It means a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then, let's see,
that's it.
So I don't know, Carol, you have
any
questions?
I think that we've talked about the fact that the simplicity of it and the convenience of it, so that not only do you have the addresses and you can create these, you can give it to your kids to do, so that they can put their own words in there and they can touch people. I think that is just amazing that they're able to do that.
Absolutely. And I love being able to now do it through the app on the phone, where you're scrolling through the app, you know, on Facebook, and you can just download that picture onto your phone and then load it back up onto a card and just send it out within, you know, a 3-5 minute span.
Yeah.
It's done.
I have to admit that this season I've seen some great graduation pictures, and I've done the same thing. I've had a couple of people that I've just had to send a card to their parents because it was like, what a proud moment it is for a parent. And like you said, they don't always print those pictures, even though they want to. They never get around to it. So simply by putting it on a card and sending it to them, wow, now they have a keepsake that they can hold on to.
Yeah. It's just fun. I really enjoy it. And I feel like we're all now celebrating together, even though we aren't at the same party.
Exactly.
It's like it's just nice.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sharon, for joining us and telling us about that today, because I think it's just such a timely message with all the graduations going on. And I know that it's near and dear to your heart to be able to do that. So thank you.
And I hope this helps others celebrate your friendships and the graduations among you.
And again, if you want to know more about SendOutCards, or if you want to know more about the graduation cards from Sharon, please just contact us through this information and we'll be happy to get back to you. Have a great day.
Bye.